Mike Hammett for SWOSUathletics.com as we talk with Hayden Priddy, a SWOSU basketball team. They get set to take on Fort Hays State in the NCAA Central Region Tournament coming up on Friday. First of all, what's it mean just to be part of the NCAA tournament? I know it's the first time since you've been here to get to go and experience what the Division II Big Dance is all about.
Yeah, me and my dad were talking, and it's like whenever you're growing up, you're playing AAU, you're playing high school ball, you're playing all these things. The only thing bigger than this tournament is maybe D1 or like the WNBA, but like this is a huge deal. We're one of 64, and then beyond that, like however many teams are in D2 to get to make this. So it's a pretty big deal.
As far as seeing the bracket come out Sunday night, what was that experience like, first of all, just getting together with the team and waiting to see what was going through your head as those seeds were coming out and waiting for Southwestern to pop up there?
Well, while we were sitting there, we were just like it's kind of nerve-wracking. Like, I knew we made it, but at the same time, like, the first two teams come up, you're not in it. The second two teams come up, you weren't in it. The third two teams come up, you're still not in it. And then finally when SWOSU's name popped up, like, we were all just kind of quiet because I don't think it really sunk in what we had accomplished and what we hope to continue to accomplish.
As far as the way this season ended, I know you go 2 months without a loss. Then you go 3 of the last 6 here have been a bit of a struggle for you guys. So what needs to happen here this week to get ready for the NCAA to kind of fix maybe what's went wrong the last couple of weeks?
Well, I think to fix, we need to know what went wrong, but at the same time, like, move past it and kind of just forget about it, because we have these such big games coming up. And even though that we did have those losses, we need to enjoy this experience because not everyone gets this, and just to really soak it in and live every minute of it. So,
Fort Hays State, an opportunity to play a team out of the MIAA. I know you guys like to get up and down the floor and score. They're very much a defensive team, and they like to get the ball inside. So what do you know about them so far? What do you see as their strengths on this team?
So far we know that they're pretty big. They have a couple 6'3", a couple 6'2", 6-footers, and they're pretty big, but we know that they like to walk it up, run their sets, and that's not how we like to play at all. And so how we played in that first quarter against Harding is how we're going to have to play the whole game against Fort Hays if we really want to come out with a win.
Does it help to have played Harding there coming into this one, where you played a team that likes to slow it down and get after it that way? That way you kind of, are adjusted and trying to get it back to your style of play anyway.
Yeah, I think so, because we can watch film on Harding and see, well, the reason we were doing so good in the first quarter is because even though they were hitting shots, we were still up, we were pressuring, and just seeing what we have to do, I think will help us going into this game playing like a Harding-ish team.
Is it just a matter of getting loose and just playing and having fun out there Friday and forgetting what's going on, forgetting the stage you're on, or do you just soak in the moment too?
Me, I think I'm more of I just like to, like, even in pregame, I just kind of goof off and go play, and a lot of coaches can't stand that, but it's the less I think about it, the better I play. And so probably not thinking about the stage, I mean, knowing in the back of your mind that it is a big stage and it is a big opportunity, but just enjoying it and going and playing.
Hayden Priddy, SWOSU.
Talking now Tyra, Aska, as SWOSU gets set to take on Fort Hays State. First of all, to be in the NCAA tournament, how excited is this team to be here and have this opportunity to play on and be part of this field of 64?
We're super excited. We know that this opportunity could have slipped us by, but by God's grace, we're here. So I'm so thankful, and we're blessed just to be able to play with the top 64 teams.
To get into this field, what was the experience like Sunday night, just to sit down with the team and find out where you're going and who you're playing?
It was exciting because we thought we had an idea, but we didn't know who we were going to play. So just to see and get to see where we were going, it was exciting. It really was.
As far as getting prepared this week, what's been the focus for you guys to get things back on track to how things were rolling here just a few weeks ago?
We just got to get our minds right. We got to know that this is our last chance. This is the last opportunity that we have. So we have to go out there and just play fearlessly like we were in the beginning of the season.
To get this Fort Hays State team, what have you learned about them so far, about what they do and what the challenges might be with them?
They're pretty tall. They're taller than us, but they play like kind of like a Harding. They like to go inside. They don't really shoot the three much, but we can run on them. That's what Coach told us.
To get this assignment, like you say, where it's a taller team, they like to slow it down. How important is it for you guys to get out and run and play your game and get up and down the floor?
It's very important because, like Coach said, they have post players that can't keep up with our post, so we have to keep running. We have to wear them down, and play hard all 4 quarters, and they can't hang with us if we do that.
When you get to Sioux Falls, how do you kind of see this going down? When you get on the floor, get ready for game time, is it just a matter of kind of forgetting about the stage, just going out, playing the game, having fun, or do you want to soak in that moment and see, hey, we're here, we're in the NCAA tournament, this is kind of fun?
I think you have to do a little bit of both, but not too much of this is the NCAA tournament and freak out. Kind of have to it's a regular game. Just calm down and don't let the pressure get to us.
I know you pride yourself on being that defender, your defensive player of the year in the GAC and getting that tough assignment. What do you expect to see as far as a defender? How can you change things on that side against Fort Hays to try to get things going in your tempo, your speed? What can you do to help lead things there?
I think I have to set the tone for the team. I think I have to get out. I have to pressure the ball. I have to get us all riled up, and I think everyone will follow after. That's my job.
Tyra, Aska, SWOSU women's basketball. Talking with Coach Kelsi Musick as the Bulldogs get set to take on Fort Hays State Friday. As far as making the NCAA tournament, it's been a few years for this program. What's it mean to get back there and a place where I'm sure you think this program belongs every year?
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of our ultimate goals is to make the national tournament. So we're extremely excited and blessed for the opportunity that we have. They took care of business throughout the regular season to set us up for this opportunity, and hopefully we'll go seize the moment.
To come out as the number 3 seed, I know you thought that might be about where you'd sit. You draw Fort Hays State. So as far as just being in this spot, how do you see this matchup as far as, this is a taller team. They like to slow it down. How do you expect to see this matchup coming out?
They're a great team. From watching film, they're obviously where they are because they're one of the better teams in the MIAA. They had a great season. They are a lot taller than us, but I'm excited to play somebody that we haven't played before. So that's also extremely nice because when you play in the GAC, you play everyone twice, sometimes 3 times when you get to the tournament. So it's nice to go play somebody that we haven't faced before. So I think the biggest thing is, like you said, they want to slow it down. They want to pound it inside. We like to get out and run, so we have to force the tempo. We have to try to make them play our style of basketball, which is fast and at an extremely high octane pace in order for us to be successful. We have got to turn up the pressure.
As far as their defense is concerned, I know they led the MIAA as far as scoring defense. What is it that they do? What makes them so tough on that end? I
think the biggest thing is their length. For most people, it's hard to get around them because they're starting a 6 foot, a 6'2", a 6'3", a 5'10". They're just a bigger group, but I think that we've got to create some transition buckets because if we can get up and down in the full court, I think it'll be harder for them to guard us. If it's a slow down pace, we're having to set up in the half court. That's a little bit easier for them because all they're going to do is try to contain you with that length and try to keep you between them and the basket and try to make you take rush shots.
As far as Tatiana Leggett, leading scorer, and boy, she can rebound. She seems like she can do a little bit of everything. What's the challenge of facing a player like her?
They definitely want to pound it inside. The good thing is we've seen quite a few teams within our league that want to do that. So I think that has helped prepare us for this matchup in the fact in the simple way that she plays. She's extremely rough, but Bethany can rebound too. She's one of the best rebounders in the Great American Conference. So I think it'll be a great matchup.
For this stage and everything that's going on, how do you go about with this team? You've been in this spot before as a coach. How do you kind of relay that to them about what to expect when they get out there on the floor and being a part of this field of 64? What can you tell them about the experience?
We just have to kind of talk them through it and prepare them because at the end of the day, none of these girls have ever been in this situation. But they've also been handling a lot of pressure throughout the season. So I think that will help prepare them for this. But some of that pressure is now gone because you don't have to win so you can do this, or you don't have to win so you can do that. So I think the pressure is a little bit relieved in the simple fact that they just did go play. For a while they were playing not to lose, and now they have the opportunity to go play to win. And that's a little bit different pressure in a sense. So, everybody is one and done in the tournament. So they've just got to go play hard, a lot more relaxed than we've been playing the last couple of weeks because I feel like we've been extremely tense. But I think, for the opportunity to travel, to do something fun together as a team, and to do something that SWOSU hasn't done in a while is going to be a great opportunity for us. So we just have to relax and play basketball. So we'll prepare them in practice and talk them through. I've got a couple girls that haven't flown before, so just getting on a plane is going to be a little bit crazy for a couple of them. So, just to be able to go do something exciting as a team, but hopefully once we get there, we can hone in and practice is the nice thing. We'll have a couple of days to get settled in.
As far as like you say, you're in this situation, you get to take on this Fort Hays State team. So what's the reaction been like so far from these girls? Has it been where, like you say, you play these teams 2 or 3 times, it gets a little repetitive? Has it been a nice refresher even for them? You're talking about somebody else. You're thinking about somebody else right now.
Absolutely. I know a lot of them, even though they haven't got their scouting reports yet, and I've watched all the film, that they've already looked up stats, they've already looked up rosters, they've already, done their own research because it's important to them, and they want to put their best foot forward, and they want to know what they're up against. So, I think that they're excited for the opportunity to play somebody different and somebody new as well.
Coming down the stretch of the season, you're unbeaten in the league for a long time. Then you get to the tournament, you're the 1 seed, you're expected to win. Does that change a little bit? Not that you're not expected to win now, but it seems like you mentioned, there's a little less pressure at this point too, it would feel like.
Yes, and I think that is the good thing for my team. They're still young in a sense. I don't even start a senior, so for them to be able to handle the pressure which they've been dealt this season, which it's a great pressure. I mean, we love it. I mean, nobody likes to lose. We hate it. But at the end of the day, that pressure, like you said, is a little bit, there's like a little relief that, hey, we are in the same opportunity. We have the same opportunity that everyone else does. There's only 64 teams left. If you don't win, you're going home. And so it's a little bit different situation, a little bit different pressure, and hopefully that we can just relax and play some Bulldog basketball and not be so tense, because I feel like that was part of our problem for the last 2 weeks is, we just played a little bit of tense and we played a little bit reserved, because nobody wants to lose. And so when you're playing not to lose, you're sometimes not playing to win.
It's Coach Kelsi Musick, SWOSU and Fort Hays State coming up Friday, noon tip-off in Sioux Falls.